if you are watching this video, you are one of those people who want 2026 to be a year with a difference. However, in order for you to feel the difference in the new year, you need to master basics. I learned that the hard way, and that is why I am sharing how I mastered the basics. So stay with me, because I'm going to take you through what may add a lot of value and make 2026 a year loaded with a different of what is exciting and successful, particularly for the over 40s. I'm Linda. I'm a lawyer. I'm a former teacher. I am now a coach, and I have started writing books. It took me a long time as a professional to realize that what was holding me back is that I had not mastered the basics. I had given myself the title of being a professional. However, even a professional is supposed to master the basics. So, what does that mean? First of all, you need to manage your time, or else the time will manage you. It is very, very important to manage your time. What I'm going to be suggesting is a very simple system, but it is a system, because without a system, the basics that I am going to be discussing with you will not be aligned with where you want to go. So the first thing is 2026. Who do you want to become? That is important. And in order for that question to be answered, you need to have a system. And I'm going to suggest a simple but very, very effective system, because it helped me quite a lot. 1, your mornings need to be managed. Set aside an hour before people wake up and before you are sucked into a busy day. First thing in the morning, even if it means waking up earlier than usual, set that 1 hour to be exclusively yours. Start by being grateful that you are up, that you had a good sleep, that you have family, you have friends, whatever is going on. I suggest don't start on a sad note. Give thanks. You give thanks as you breathe, and you give thanks as you breathe out, because just the breath work means that you have the gift of life. Give thanks for family. Give thanks for the roof over your head, and give thanks for just who you are. That is very important. It may sound insignificant. However, if you do that every day in the morning and remind yourself, it is a reminder that life has blessed you with an abundant life, a life with fresh air, a life with family, with friends, a life where you can even think and plan. Some people are not in a position to do that. So, the first lesson, first thing in the morning, give thanks. Gratitude will lift you. Gratitude will also open you and broaden you and expand you to see even what you have been taking for granted. The fact that I am sharing with you what I am sharing, gratitude, is very, very important because you are not alone. I am connecting with you. So, do manage your time, particularly in the morning, so that you prepare yourself for a new day. Do it every morning, even if it sounds boring. Do it, because after 4 weeks, you will be a different person when it comes to how you start the day, because it is a brand new day. And because it is a brand new day, you need to remind yourself to be a brand new person who is looking forward to a brand new day. What is also important as we are discussing this basic and simple system, it is a system because that is the foundation that is going to be protecting you. You are going to be basing your 2026 new life on this foundation. It's going to be important that you control your mind. Your mind must not control you, because sometimes we get carried away by negative thoughts of fear, of discouragement, of doubt, of skepticism. No, turn that around. When you are assailed by thoughts of fear, of doubt, of just being cynical about life, remember to ignore those thoughts. Remind yourself that 2026, every day in the morning, you are going to be grateful. You are going to allow thoughts that are taking you nearer to who you want to be, nearer to your goals, nearer to living an intentional life that is not just blown away by everything, including negative thoughts. So, manage and control your thoughts. By control, let the negative thoughts just float away like clouds. Another very important thing in 2026 is to be consistent. Start with small things. The things that I am discussing and sharing with you, they may be boring. However, be consistent. Repeat your simple system. Just repeat it. Go for it. If you do want your health to improve, be particular about what you do when you wake up in the morning. Hydrate before you grab a cup of coffee. Take a walk if you can. If you can't, just breathe in and out. Breath work can be very, very helpful. Another very, very helpful way of starting the day is to stretch. Even if you just stretch for 10 minutes, just do stretches. That will take you a long way into living a healthy lifestyle. Be particular about nutrition, what you eat, because physically it's important to be healthy. And that is why I am talking about consistency, because don't tell yourself that you are dieting, but be particular about what you inject in your system. And that is why I encourage you to always hydrate when you wake up and obviously enjoy coffee after that. So what I do keep a glass of water next to me, but it is now very easy for me just to go and grab 2 glasses of water because I have internalized that system. It's small, very, very simple. It's small, but it's easy to forget, and then we compromise health. Health is very important. Consistency and repeat, just the repetition of these very minor but boring things, jotting down what you want to achieve that day. Just jot those 3 things down and make sure that you stick to them. And before you go to bed, look at how you performed when it came to the 3 things that you sought to do. What I found very, very helpful, by the way, it's been to start the day by tackling what I dislike, like working, going to clear my cluttered study, and making sure that I even check my bank balance. Did I follow the idea of monitoring what is coming in and what is going out? I used to hate that, actually. I used to avoid that because it was challenging me to be true to myself. I now do it with ease, just to check once a week what came in, what went out, was it necessary, etc. Do that. I no longer avoid checking how I spend money. I used to, because I was not comfortable with being accountable to myself when it came to how I spend money. And now it is second nature. Go for it. Do that so that you learn to manage your finances in a manner that is responsible, that makes you comfortable. Another very, very important aspect as we enter 2026, it's to be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Even if nobody is watching you, do honor your undertaking. Be true to yourself. If you are true to yourself, it is amazing. You find that it is liberating. You find that you respect yourself. And because you respect yourself, there are so many things that unfold. Self-respect needs to start with you. That is important. Even if nobody is watching, it is part of being disciplined. It is part of this system that I am talking about. Just self-respect when it comes to very simple things, including honoring the fact that hydrate in the morning before you enjoy coffee. Do hydrate. Jot down what you want to do that day and remind yourself to stick to that. This may sound complicated, but I'm sharing this with you because it has worked wonders. And by the way, if this resonates with you, remember to press the like button and subscribe. Last year, when I embarked on this journey of renewal, I reset. I started from ground zero. I forgot that I was a professional, a lawyer. I embarked on being an entrepreneur. Discipline carried me through. Having a system that I stuck to, a system that reminded me of where I wanted to go, has paid dividends. I wish that for you. It's not impossible. It is not beyond achievement. Go for it. Do share this video, I hope, if you find that it talks to you. Subscribe, because I want to grow this community. 2026 is going to be a year of effective systems, and I look forward to being with you as I start making videos that are going to be assisting in making systems our foundation for success, and then we will be unstoppable. I look forward to being with you in the next video. Thank you for watching.